YouTube. We are Fangirl Fanatics Books. I'm Megan.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Sam.
And then we have two guests today, but you will probably be seeing them in more videos.
Casey. Emma.
Today we are going to be playing trivia with The Fault in Our Stars. So how this game works, we are going to be asking a question for each person, but if someone gets it wrong, then the person sitting next to you can steal it. If you get the question right, you will hear this. And if you get it wrong, you will hear this. Okay,
And
so
I'm going to be keeping score, and every 5 questions we'll let you know what the score is.
okay, so let's get right into it.
The first question is for Casey. What would Hazel rather stay home and do than go to support group? The first answer is watch reality TV shows. B, cook with her mom. C, learn a new language. D, read comic books.
A, watch reality TV shows. 1 point for Casey.
The next question is for Megan. What is the name of the support group where Hazel and Gus meet? A, the Literal Heart of Jesus. B, the Literal Heart. C, the Heart of God. D, the Literal Heart of God.
A, the literal heart of Jesus.
1 point for Megan.
The third question is for Emma. Where do Hazel and Gus share their first kiss? A, while visiting Anne Frank's house. B, the canal in Amsterdam. C, at Gus's house. Or D, in the hospital.
A, visiting the Anne Frank house.
1 point for Emma.
The fourth question is now for Casey. When explaining to Gus why they can't be together, what does Hazel call herself? A, a lost cause. B, a waste of time. C, a time bomb. D, a grenade.
D, a grenade. 1 point for Casey.
The next question is for Megan. At what age was Hazel diagnosed with cancer? A, 13. B, 15. C, 14. Or D, 10.
A, 13.
1 point for Megan.
The next question is for Emma. Question 6. Hazel uses her genie's wish to go to Amsterdam, meet Justin Bieber, visit the set of America's Next Top Model, or go to Disney World.
A, go to Amsterdam.
Casey has the opportunity to steal.
Hazel used her genie's wish to go to A, Amsterdam, B, meet Justin Bieber, C, visit the set of America's Next Top Model, or D, go to Disney World.
D, go to Disney World. 1 point for Casey. So now it's 6 questions. The score is Casey has 3 points, Megan has 2 points, and Emma has 1 point.
The 7th question is for Casey. Gus says Hazel looks like what actress? Natalie Portman, Jessica Biel, Keira Kingsley, or Anne Hathaway?
A, Natalie Portman. 1 point for Casey.
The 8th question is now for Megan. Where does Hazel's favorite author live? A, Amsterdam, B, England, D, Germany, or C, Russia?
A, Amsterdam.
1 point for Megan.
The next question will now be for Emma. What word do Hazel and Gus use as their always? A, fine, B, okay, D, good, C, sure.
B, okay.
Yep.
1 point for Emma.
Now for a quick intermission.
4, 3, 2.
The next question is now for Casey. How do Gus and Isaac get revenge on Isaac's girlfriend? A, egg her car. B, toilet paper her house. C. Prank call her cell phone. D. Spray paint her locker.
A. Egg her car.
1 point for Casey.
The next question is for Megan. How does Gus first give Hazel his number? A. He puts it directly into her phone. B. He writes it on a napkin. C. He writes it on her hand. D. He writes it in the book that he lends her.
D, he writes in the book he lends her.
1 point for Megan.
Now for the 12th question. This one's for Emma. How do Hazel and Gus get to Amsterdam? A. They raise money themselves. B. Gus uses his genie's wish. C. Their support group pays for the trip. D. Their parents pay for the trip.
B. Gus uses his genie wish.
1 point for Emma. And the total score is Casey has 5 points, Megan has 4 points, and Emma has 3 points.
This next one is now for Casey. What is Gus's biggest fear? A. Dying. B. The unknown. C. Being alone. Or D. Oblivion.
D. Oblivion.
1 point for Casey.
The next question is for Megan. What does Gus call Hazel? A. HL. B. Hazel. C. Hazel Grace. Or D. Hazel Grace Lancaster.
C, Hazel Grace.
1 point for Megan.
This next one is now for Emma. What do Hazel and Gus eat on their romantic date in Amsterdam? A. Dragon carrot risotto. B. Sea bass. C. Limburg asparagus. Or D. Kimberlin.
D.
That's a hard one. Okay, so Casey has the opportunity to steal.
What do Hazel and Gus eat on their romantic date in Amsterdam? A. Dragon carrot risotto. B. Sea bass. C. Limburg asparagus. Or D. Kimberlin.
C. Limburg asparagus.
Megan has the last chance to steal.
What do Hazel and Gus eat on their romantic date in Amsterdam? A. Dragon carrot risotto. B. Sea bass. C. Limburg asparagus. Or D. Kimberland.
A,
1 point for Megan.
The next question is now for Casey. What does Gus carry around with him as a metaphor? A. Cigarettes. B. Fake flowers. C. A stopwatch. Or D. A paperclip.
A. Cigarettes.
1 point for Casey.
The next one is now for Megan. What book does Gus lend to Hazel? A. The Kingdom of Sunrise. B. An Imperial Affliction. C. Julius Caesar. Or D. The Prince of Dawn.
B.
Emma has the chance to steal.
What book does Gus lend to Hazel? A. The Kingdom of Sunrise. B. An Imperial Affliction. C. Julius Caesar. Or D. The Prince of Dawn.
D, the Prince of Dawn.
1 point for Emma.
This is the last question, and Emma gets the last question. What is the name of Hazel's support group best friend who goes blind? A. Isaac. B. Isaiah. C. Zara. Or D. Ian.
A, Isaac.
1 point for Emma. So, the grand score, Casey with 7, Megan with 6, and Emma with 5. So Casey is our winner.
Okay, so that is our wrap for our trivia. I hope you guys liked it. We got our quiz from www.17.com. Just subscribe and like our video, and make sure you comment to some videos that you'd like us to do.